going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, coming at you from Bon Appetit HQ in Lower Manhattan, where I'm joined by Test Kitchen Manager Brad Leone. You know Brad from Bon Appetit's web series, It's Alive, where week over week, he does the impossible, makes fermented foods sexy. But listen, we're not here for kimchi or bean paste. We're here to revive a First We Feast classic. Brad, are you ready to nacho?
I reckon so, Sean. Hope you brought your A game.
Hey, eye to eye, buddy, eye to eye. All right, Brad, before we begin, before we roll our sleeves up, what's the perfect plate of nachos for you?
For me, it's on a nice, a crisp chip, preferably a yellow corn, not flavored. And then I like a double layer. Nothing crazy. It's not a garbage can, it's not just throw whatever you got. It's a well-calculated decision.
Balance, baby.
Yeah, balance.
Balance, baby.
But at the end of the day, if you mess up, it's not gonna taste bad.
All right, Brad, enough chit-chat. What are you gonna be making today?
All right, so for me, we're gonna use the same chip. That's gonna be the control. We're gonna balance out the playing field. I don't want you showing up with your Doritos or whatever. So I did a braise of pork shoulder and smoked ham hocks in a little bit of water, wine, and some toasted chilies that I pureed. And with the ham hocks, the meat just kind of shreds apart. Same with the shoulders. Little black olives, and then for the cheese, I got yellow cheddar, pepper jack, and Monterey Jack. We'll get that, we'll do a 2-layer, a melt, and then when we pull it out of the oven, that's when I'll garnish with some secret weapons I got.
The car ride in, I had a false sense of security, I think, Brad, because when you just hit that down, now my mouth is watering.
Sounds good,
shaking
right?
in my boots
You like
a little
that,
bit.
right?
I hope I brought enough firepower to the
sure
Bon
you did.
Appetit kitchen.
Before I go putting on the next layer of chips, I kept out a little ingredient, a little curveball for you. So here I got in this nice little pot, I got, so this is some pinto beans that I heated up with a little wine, a little bit of water, and kind of in a bunch of pork fat. All right, cool. So now I'm just gonna repeat that. Well, I'm pretty excited to see what you got up your sleeve over there, Sean. You got some, I thought I brought the wild cards. This guy.
On this particular nacho, what I'm doing is a little wink to the 312. Little Windy City love here for the nachos. So we're gonna go with a queso sauce, winking at the 312 with the jardinera. And then on top of that, the big ace up my sleeve is that I'm going with some Italian beef. Another little nod at Chicago. Gonna put some grated cheese on top. And then finally, we're gonna run it through the garden, put some wheels on it, and then I'm gonna present it and just pray to the nacho gods.
Yeah, we all do.
Now that you've heard what I'm gonna make, little classic Sean move, I'm gonna lean on the competition to help me across the finish line. So let's start with the queso. Let's start with the roux.
We're kind of making a bechamel sauce. This is one of the mother sauces, as they call it. If you're not familiar with a roux, so you're melting your butter, you're getting that real nice, and then you're gonna add your flour with a whisk, and you're gonna let that get real toasty. And now we're just gonna fold in some of the cheese and get that kind of nice and melty in there, and then voila, we'll call it cheese sauce. Is that all that goes into the cheese sauce?
No, this is going into the cheese sauce. What do you think of that move?
I think that's the best idea I've heard all day. And then how do you feel about chopping that up? I don't know what your knife skills are. I got this nice little workhorse for you.
That's very serious.
I'm happy to do it.
Let me give it a go. Yeah.
See, I just like to give it a little rough chop, I think this is gonna be great in the cheese sauce. You just got me excited about the cheese sauce. That hasn't happened in a long time.
Check this out.
Woo! Sure.
You ever seen a guy play his nachos like
Just
that?
when I thought I knew you.
All right, then on top of that, we're going beef. The queso looks ready.
Sure does.
I think it's just, we rain the queso down on this.
Now all this goes in there?
I'm at that point where I'm like, everything goes in.
Sure, let's just go.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going down. Hopefully the move here is that it seeps into this deep bedrock of chips.
Ah, the bedrock.
And then you just end up in a beautiful place.
Yeah, I saw a similar artwork piece on the floor of the subway terminal this morning too, but it was puke.
Oh no, what did I do? All right, we are fresh out of the oven, and you know what that means. It's time to figure out whose nachos reign supreme to the judges table. We welcome Bon Appetit Deputy Editor Andrew Knowlton. What do you look for in a perfect plate of nachos?
An A+, it's about the architecture of a nacho. And the good thing about for you, there's no rules when it comes to nachos. Clearly. I'm seeing some black olives over here. I'm scared shitless of black olives out of a can.
So maybe the scales are tipping even a little bit in my
I'm on
favor
your
off
side
them.
right now. So I'm clearly, so he's got to win me over. This
I
guy.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So we'll start here. I got a little refried, well, pinto beans that I cooked in a little white wine and a decent amount of rendered pork fat. And we got our ham hocks and the pork shoulder in there. And then we'll do a little avocado, some pickled red onions. And this is a little fermented, lacto-fermented sweet and hot peppers that I just ringed up. Next, we'll finish with a little bit, I got a little cotija cheese.
I can't stand that cheese.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're judging. Anyway, not too much because we've got plenty of cheese on there. I just like
I'm
that.
judging not too much, that's fine.
Oh, sauce on the side. Sour cream, a little dollop, and we'll do a little cilantro just to finish. All right, Sean, why don't you walk us through your soup sandwich over there?
All right, so what I did is a little nod, a little wink at Chicago. There's a little Gardnera in with the queso situation. And then what we've done is we've put some Italian beef as a layer. And now just a little action, dragging it through the garden.
Is there broccoli in there?
There's no broccoli in this.
It kind of looks like a broccoli casserole.
I know
a
it
little
does.
bit.
I know,
Okay.
I know.
You had me, and now the relish is your black olive.
I feel like the two of us, we've just blown out our hamstrings right as we approach the finish line.
I'm gonna be
25 miles, no problem.
I'm
but
gonna
then
have to
crash
be
and
like my
burn.
6-year-old daughter and like ask you guys to pick through the olives and the relish just to get me to eat it.
And then just a little hot one sauce, like a little drizzle action.
Oh, yeah.
Well, right off the bat, the flavor's really good. You know what? I like the relish more than I thought I would. It's
That's
got
the
that nice
thing.
acidity.
You painted yourself into a corner that
I
whole
did.
time, and then I serve up that plate, and now we're rethinking some things.
But that's where the compliments, I think, end.
You're bagging it, and
but
then
I'm
you're
eating it.
halfway.
Well, isn't that the thing about nachos?
Yeah.
Even shitty nachos are good nachos.
Exactly.
You know? All right, so we got the ham hocks.
Yeah, ham hocks, pork shoulder. Yeah.
Really good acidity going on with all these peppers and the onions.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm gonna do this in 3 parts because
I love
this
it,
is
yeah,
the way I
in
do
the
it in my
best of
mind.
3.
You eat with your eyes, right? First.
Yes.
But I think Brad squarely won that.
He checks that box.
Yeah, I mean,
it takes a man, hand up. I agree.
I'm gonna go with creativity. I'm gonna give it to you because I've never had nachos like this, that Chicago style relish. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
I might have to bring that into my nacho making skills now.
Fair game.
So then it comes down to taste. Considering that layering, and like I said, when I come back at 2 in the morning, and I know I have to get up in the morning and wake up my kids, but I'm still gonna fucking make nachos. Which nachos would I rather eat?
Yeah.
It's tough.
I hate to do this because we work together,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have to give it.
Oh!
No. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Brad. I think Brad Leone won it. I know this seems like home cooking,
No.
but this is just too far removed.
That,
This is just too far out of my headspace to consider these nachos.
I hope I brought enough firepower to
I'm
the
sure you
Bon
did, sure you did.
Appetit kitchen.
This is a casserole.
The queso looks ready. I think it's just, we rain the queso down on this.
Now all of this goes in there?
And I respect your creativity, but I'm gonna give it to you, Brad.
Thank you, bud. I really didn't see that coming. You know?
That was very Simon Cowell. You know, they set you up like you're gonna move on. Oh, you're getting a golden ticket. And then just bam, I had the door slammed in
Yeah.
on me last second. The bitter taste of defeat, it's something I've felt many times.
It tastes like that.
Many times it does. But you know what? It's okay, because all is fair in love and nachos. It's alive on YouTube. Bon Appetit. Make sure you subscribe. Your nachos, don't let anyone tell you you can't make them the way that you want. It's a blank canvas. Do it your way. I love you. Sean Evans, First We Feast. You already know.